Happy New Year to everyone. Welcome everyone. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and it's been a minute, and it's good to see everyone. Welcome to 2022. Welcome to yourself and a new way of being. I'm really looking forward to just being able to share New Year yoga flow with us all, coming into body, mind, and breath, and bringing all of that intention and effort into our action and embodying it and practicing it here, so that when we're out and about with our loved ones, with people we don't know, with career aspirations, that we're bringing all of that reality and all of that affirmation with us of being in our skin the way we want to be. And I know for me this year, I really want to do things differently. And so I think I'm going to be really kind of working on that a little bit in our practice here today. So if you are new to Just Be Yoga streaming, please know that, hi, Gaia, Happy New Year. Laura, welcome. Kelly G. But if you're new, whether you're here with us on YouTube or you're here with us on Facebook, feel free to drop a comment in. I can see your comments. But otherwise, I can't see you. You can follow along as best you can with me, but this is not a Simon Says Yoga experience. I really find that, the 21st century, first of all, is Western yoga. It's hard to really try to adhere to all of the philosophy of yoga, and it's so genuinely, right? It can be really twisted in with the fitness industry, where this is a real spiritual and personal journey of connection and being real with ourselves, and that self-awareness journey. But that being said, we're still here to move. So I try to run that balance, right, of trying to give the spiritual and the personal self-awareness aspect while still getting some attention and having you guys wanting to be engaged. So do what feels good in your body. All right. This is not a Simon Says Yoga experience. That's where I was going with that. So if I'm doing something that you're like, right, you're going to hopefully hear me say, I invite you to maybe try, maybe don't, because this is your journey of being in your mat, in your breath, in your mind, in meditation and breath and movement, to really notice what's the truth. How do I respond to things? I know I definitely responded to a lot of things in 2021. So I get to look at my reactions and say, can I react differently? And that's what I want to step into 2022 with, is reacting differently. Am I willing to do things differently today? And that takes courage. That takes courage to change my reaction to a kinder, softer one. That takes courage to not answer somebody right immediately so I can really take a breath. It takes so much courage to be our authentic selves. But if not now, when? Right? Because the next breath isn't promised. So I'm going to live my fullest truth right now in this breath that I get today. And I'm so glad we all woke up today and have a breath. So welcome. Let's come to our mats and let's start in a standing position. Please do feel free to use the chat to let me know if you can't hear, but I hope that you can. Otherwise, we're going to start in mountain and find what standing on our own 2 feet feels like right here and now. Now, you don't have to watch, okay? So if you prefer to listen, I had a friend of mine message me saying, screen fatigue is a real thing. You don't have to look. If anything, that actually makes your practice start to come into yourself a little bit more, all right? I'm seeing Carla. Hey, Carla. So you could just listen. And what a wonderful way to bring pratyahara. That's a limb of yoga. Pratyahara, of sense withdrawal, withdrawing from our dependence on one or several of our senses. What do you need to see for? You could listen and start to build in that trust, because it takes so much courage to do things differently. It takes so much courage to be honest and real with ourselves. So let's hopefully come into our mat, come into our being today. Feel your feet, feel your legs. Perhaps close your eyes. Who are we? Who am I in this skin? Who am I in these bones? What is this spirit that occupies this physical body? What are all of the senses telling me? What is my mind telling me? And what is true? What is the truth of this moment? And with every exhale, let go of the past moment. I can't relive that moment. It's gone. So what am I enjoying about this breath that I have right now? Let's inhale and lengthen upward with the arms if you wish. Exhale, bending forward, letting the upper body hang. Your knees could be soft. Let's start to build our awareness. Maybe wiggle the toes. Feel your feet. What are they telling you about how well they can support us right now? What are the shins and the calves and the knees saying? Maybe there's a little shake or a wobble, a little instability or fatigue. Do we know the language our body is speaking to us with? Rolling the spine up, gradually coming back upright. It's a new moment, standing. How are the eyes experiencing the light? How are the ears experiencing the sound? How is your body experiencing your spirit right now? Mine has a little smile, a little dance, because I get to see some really awesome, loving people who I have loved to see and practice with. So my heart is expressing itself, my spirit and my body. Let's breathe in and lengthen upward. Exhaling forward, folding. Half flat back, breathing in. Remember, you can find your own pace. Lengthening that spine forward. Feel your torso being unsupported, suspended, seemingly by magic. No, by those muscles in the waist, in the core. Exhale, forward fold. Have I let go? Do I know how to experience that in my neck and shoulders? Half flat back, new moment, new breath. Hands down, stepping back, either to hands and knees or extended plank. Exhale, lower down to your belly. What am I feeling on my belly, my thighs? How am I experiencing coming into the earth right now? What do I want to give to myself as a gift right now in softness, in kindness, receptivity? Inhale, lifting the chest, keeping the hips down, cobra. Feeling rising energy, bendability energy in my body. Exhale, child's pose, deep breath. Hey Amy, saw you there. What's up, Laurel? All right, inhale, coming forward. Remember, you don't have to do everything with us. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Heels pressing down, hips lifting, releasing the head down. Maybe turning the head left and right. Check in on every part of this physical body. We can let the head go or tuck the chin in and lift the chin up and down with the neck, fully exploring the range of movement, ability, capacity in this physical body. Breathing in, tilting the tailbone up. Exhale, stepping both feet up in between your hands. Take as many steps as you need. Half flat back. We're going to feel effort and intention. Exhale, forward fold. How dedicated can we be? Breathing in, reaching and lifting. You don't have to strain in those arms. Exhale, forward fold. Last class, we talked about less. Make space for more. Half flat back. What could you do less today? Hands down, stepping to your plank, lowering down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Maybe you don't have to lift so high. Exhale, child's pose. Feel the body coming to rest. Feel your spirit inviting rest. Rest is not getting ready for the next moment. Do you know what's going on in the core of you? Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips down, dog. Let's feel the pelvis here. Flexing, bowing and flexing in the pelvis, tailbone up and down. Maybe do a few Kegels, squeezing. Squeeze the sphincter. Get to know your entire body. And now breathe in, looking forward. Let's travel the feet up in between your hands. How did your feet arrive on the earth? Does that reflect who you are? Half flat back. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Now just hear your breath. Half flat back. Palms down, stepping to plank. Hear your breath. Lower through. Breathe in as you lift for cobra. Breathe out for child's pose. Feel the pause, the intentional pause. The pause is not nothingness. The pause is where we actually get to connect with spirit, connect with what is truly going on. Inhale, coming forward to hands and knees, tucking the toes, lifting the hips down dog. Could each digit of the fingers be involved? Could we let the tummy muscles go and feel our bellies protrude? Can you hear your breath? Inhale. Looking forward, step both feet up in between your hands. Maybe your feet are together. Notice how you arrive on the earth. Half flat back. Forward fold. How you're moving is reflecting your spirit. Inhale, reaching and rising. Are we brave enough to be ourselves? Exhale, hands to prayer. Here we go, Amy. Bend the knees, sink the butt back, lift the chest, chair. And forward fold. Half flat back. Step the left foot back, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Maybe this is too fast. Maybe you're brave enough to go slower just for you. Hands down, step the left foot up. How are you arriving on the earth with your feet? Step the right foot back. How did it touch the earth? Inhale, rising. How are you expressing your inner being? Hands down, step to plank. Hear your breath as you lower through. Inhale, cobra. What's changing in the body? What's warming up? New capacity, new boundary limits. Exhale, child's pose. Let's do that 3 more times. Make a sound. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Maybe a moan, groan. Are we brave enough to be ourselves? Inhale. Let your spirit express itself through this body. Inhale, coming forward, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, down dog. 5 breaths. 5 breaths. Notice what's going on in your legs, what's getting tired, what's feeling engaged, what's feeling some ease and some freedom. Notice the balance of it all. Don't wish any of it away. Don't wish for more of any of it. Acceptance. Inhale. Exhale, step the feet up in between your hands. Half flat back. We're going to start to have longer sequences. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. Reaching. Reach through the thighs. Hands to prayer. Hands behind the back. Finding an interlace. What's opening in the front of us? What's opening in our minds? Inhale, lift, respect this physical body house. Exhale, coming forward, and let your spirit express itself in the skin we're in. Not wishing for another body, not wishing to change the body we have. It's kind of like being a tortoise. We don't get to change our shells like hermit crabs. This is the one we got. Love it. Release the arms, bend the knees, sink the butt back, chair. Hands wherever you want them to be. That could be where they are. Breathe. And forward fold, let it go. Half flat back, hands down on the floor. Maybe bring a block out in front of you. And we'll lift the right leg up behind us. Inhale. Exhale. Twist the hip open. And close. And open. And close. And open. You don't have to go this fast. What's feeling joyful in these movements? What's feeling like work? And close. Knee into the belly, forehead to the knee. Inhale, reach and invite length. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw it in. Now out, up, and back, hip rotation. What's starting to talk? What's already changed? Meeting ourselves where we are right here. What is the truth of what is going on right here in this moment? Change direction. Good, and lengthen the right leg back. Breathe, bend the left knee, place the right foot down, coming up. Warrior one. New space and time. Back foot about a 45 degree. Left knee bending. Feel your breath. Notice your mind and your thoughts. What are we accepting? What are we fidgeting and adjusting and fixing? Is that acceptance? And maybe you're thinking, well, how do I strive for excellence if I stop fidgeting and fiddling? How do we know what excellence is if we don't pause and stop? Less. Make space for more. And sometimes more just has to be revealed. We don't get to go grab it, get it, execute it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Step that right foot up. We'll lift the left leg up and back. Notice what you can see with your eyes. Feel yourself in space and time, in your practice, in your body, in your space, and we'll twist it open. Oh, what does this side of the body have to say? How is your spirit talking through your body this way? And close. And open. And close. What areas of the body are really enjoying this? And open. My hips, my groin are really loving it. And close. My right leg, maybe not so much. And open. What happens inside of myself when one part of me is unhappy? And close. Does it change the whole thing? And we'll bring the knee into the chest, forehead to the knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale, close it in. Okay, that feels tighter. That feels a little bit more restricted and yet powerful. And then inhale, open. A little bit more free, a little alleviated, and close. Ooh, drawing within myself. Do I have that dedication, that will, that acceptance? And inhale it open. My shoulders don't need to strain. I could actually eke out a smile. And let's bring the knee in, out, up, and back. Ooh, how's that right butt cheek, huh? How's that right leg? You can stop anytime you want. Are you listening to what your spirit is telling you? Change direction. What is the quality of your breath? Are you willing to do something differently today? Don't grin and bear. Don't carry more than your load. Reach that left leg back. And then we'll bend the right knee. Notice how that foot lands on the earth. Let it reflect who you are. Let it reflect your spirit. And inhale, coming up. So much bravery to be and embody our true spirit all the time. Not wearing those masks of acting like we are holding it all together, that we're stronger than we appear, that we're carrying other people, that we'll just get through it, or this is just the way that it's done. No, it takes so much bravery. Switch something, change something. And it doesn't always mean that we let it go, that we're doing something lighter. That's always a wonderful option. But, ooh, am I brave enough to try? What does it mean to lift from my navel here? Or do I shut it off in my mind? What are they talking about? That can't exist. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down. Move the block out of the way if you were using one. And we'll step back to plank. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. This is a pose. This is a pose that involves a pause. And remember I said that in the less, there is space for more. Less makes space for more. So what are you experiencing more of right here? Maybe some stira sukha, some ease and some steadiness. How many of us are craving to have some calm, some ease, as though we could go and grab it off a shelf. No, we have to do it. Do it right here, right now. Soften and be easier in something. Have that willingness, even if we don't know what it means, that we try, that we're brave enough to say, I want to feel this. I know that I can manifest this ease. That power resides within me. If you're joining, inhale, coming forward to hands and knees. Now don't leave that ease behind. Carry it with us. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Doesn't do any good to have like a prayer practice, a meditation practice, and we leave it at our home altar. We leave it at the retreat. We leave it at the ashram. We don't carry it with us. That's like packing an emergency survival go bag and just leaving it at the front door when you got to run. Right leg lifts if you want. Point the toe, open the hip. You can come back down the hands and knees and do it that way. Exhale, knee to chest, shifting forward, breathing. What resides in the pause? What do we get to see in the pause? What's the less that we can be doing in this pause? Inhale, lifting, dropping the head in. Are we still willing to do things differently? Or are we like, oh, I have hit my quota of doing things differently today? Guess what? We don't get any options. If you're going to live that new breath, you can either keep doing it the same way, but life is going to change. Life is going to do things differently. Or you can be willing to meet what's going on today in a different way. Let's bring the right foot through in between the hands. Stay on the back toes. Come on up. Crescent Warrior. Ah. Hands behind the back, find an interlace. Feel the steadiness in your right foot and ankle, and notice what's changing as we're here over time. Feel the steadiness in that left leg, strong and straight behind us, and feel the steadiness. What is going on? What's changing? What's fighting? What are you hearing? What are you feeling? What are we accepting? Catch yourself when you're doing something more. Catch yourself when you've checked out and started thinking about something else. Are you willing? It takes courage to do this practice. It takes love to do this practice. Breathing in, reaching. What are we reaching for? What's possible? And we'll reach forward. Now, if you want to bring your left hand to the floor or a block, go ahead. Others may want to bring that left elbow outside of that right knee. Palms together, feeling the twist, shoulders away. Lots of feels are going to go on in here. Sometimes it can be a feeling sensory overload. You could always bring that left knee down. Live your truest self here, not one of your masks, not one of those suck it up masks, I got this masks, this will be over soon and I'll just grin and bear it mask. Not the mask that says, I think this is what yoga is supposed to be, so I'm going to do it this way, even though it sucks. Do you have the honesty and the bravery to be in yourself? And if you're still in this and something is letting go, in that less, what more is happening there? Is there more space? Is there more freedom? Is there more ease? Is there something you didn't even know was there? Release the hands down. Step the right leg back to plank. Ooh, we might have some feels. We might have some sounds here. Breath. Make that sound. Lift the hips up. Let the head go down, dog. What's going on for you? What's going on in this moment? How are you experiencing the totality of that inhale? The totality of that exhale? How is your spirit expressing itself through that breath? And if it's not, how do you let it? How do you let it? Like we talked about, the caliber of stepping onto the mat. Are you stomping and crashing that foot? Let those feet express the spirit that it's carrying. Same with the breath. Is the breath reflecting your spirit, who you really are? Left leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. If you want, you could be down on the knees. Still being honest about what you're feeling, about what feels stuck, what feels defeating, what feels invigorating. Start to notice things about our practice, how much is driven by pride and ego, or how much it's just being driven by feeling broken and feeling like we can't feel anything unless we're on the mat. That's honesty. All of it is honest. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to chest, shifting forward. Remember that right knee could be down. What's here? Let's look at this with a curiosity. Like we just stepped up to a terrarium and we just don't know what we're going to see under that leaf, under that rock. Ooh, we're not trying to make it be anything. We're feeling. Inhale, lifting. What are the palms starting to tell you? What are the shoulders starting to tell you? Are you listening to your spirit? And then we'll bring that left foot through. Stay on the right toes. Coming up for crescent. Feel your space. Remember that right knee could be down. How are you beginning anew right now? Let that breath, each new inhale, remind you we're in a new moment, a new second in the clock that we created that we're never going to experience again. Let's suck the juice out of it. Let's suck it all up and enjoy. Enjoy even the tension in that hip flexor. Enjoy even the wobble, because guess what? We can feel it. Enjoy maybe the falling a little bit. Enjoy saying, I don't have to be perfect, and let that be my practice. We'll reach forward. Remember, your right hand could come to a block right here, or some of you want to reach and see if that right elbow can come outside of that left knee. And if it can't, just go ahead and bring this right hand down. Acceptance. Acceptance is not forcing. It's not trying to make ourselves be something that we're not. We're all strong, vibrant beings of light. And I don't want your light to be my light, and I don't want mine to be yours. But I do want to learn how to have the bravery to live and expand and shine in the light that I am. That doesn't mean that I don't put energy and effort into it, but it's all coated in love. Are you in that right leg? Are you learning something new and possible? Could you do something less here? What's the more that's being revealed in the less that you're practicing? Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out, hands down. Step that left leg back. New plank, knees can be down. Looking at our imaginary mirror under our faces. Hey, beautiful. Beautiful day, beautiful breath. Knees down, child's pose. And it is a pose of pause. A pose about possibility of less. Feel energy dissipating, glowing out of us. Are we allowing it? Are we enjoying it? Are we noticing it? Feel your heartbeat. This is this human body vessel that's carrying your spirit. What does your heartbeat sound like? Can you hear the layers of sound in your heartbeat? Don't you want to? Don't we want to? And we'll gradually roll our way upright. Some of you may want to just come to sitting on your butt. Others of you may want to bring your hands down and swing and sweep the legs out in front of us. It could be fun, right? We're opening ourselves to doing things differently. New possibility, new experience. It could have looked like a face fall. Who knows? But are we willing? Are we willing, or do we let shame and fear get in the way of the try? The experiencing. The joy of life is the not knowing. And yet we're here and we're still existing and vibrant and so capable of so much resilience and so much love. Flexing the toes, pushing the backs of the legs down. Feel the lift through the back of the neck. Feel your blood coursing through your body. Now, how much less effort could we put into this? And what more would come to us about who we are, about energy and how it moves through us, about possibility? Let's inhale and lengthen and lift up, shoulders down. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming forward. Feel your body responding to your mind. Feel your mind responding to your body. Feel the junction point between the two. Neither in charge of the other. Both fused together to exist in this shape, in this form. Feel your spirit meeting your body right here. What is your spirit expressing? How do you need to express that? If you could name one of your sensations and give it a sound, a note on the scale, the musical scale. Can you feel that symphony of sound sensation in the backs of your legs, in your back? How about the thoughts in your mind? Slowly roll that spine up. All right, we're going to draw the feet in. Knees up, feet down. You can stay right here. You can stay right here. You could stay right here. Breath. We're the same people. We're the same spirits. Your heels could be down. And if your spirit has something that it needs to articulate, like, oh, hell no, you can say that. That would be honest. Or, oh, hell yeah. even if it looked like this. Oh, hell yeah. Don't put on a mask here, be honest. And we're gonna twist, extending the right leg, right elbow to the left knee. Where's that breath? Back to center. Ah, feel that power, feel that vitality. This is verified truth that we are alive, and twist. Ooh, you don't have to do it this way. You don't have to do it this way. What are you doing to feel your fire? You could be singing a song. Good. And bring it back. I'm hearing like earth, wind, and fire, serpentine fire. Yeah. All right, let's twist. Breathe. Oh, what are you doing differently? Who are you letting yourself become? Not who are you making yourself into. Who are you letting yourself become? Come on back to center. Let that less reveal the more of your truth, and twist. Twist. Where's that breath? Where's that breath? Don't be afraid to be. Don't be afraid to just be you. Back to center. Breath. Good. Bottoms of the feet down. Lifting. Sitting up. Ooh, where's that smile? Feel the release of that. That's already gone. Guess what? That's already gone. And let's come forward. New moment. New breath. Notice how we react to things in life, and are we willing to do things differently? That's the bravery. And it doesn't have to be big sweeping things. It can be really, really, really small things. And we'll roll that spine up, taking our time, lengthen the legs out in front of us, maybe come to the front of the mat and slowly lower ourselves down. And notice where your mind is going. Notice where the mind is going, and then notice what the body is actually feeling. Feel this pause. What's getting revealed to you in this pause? Less makes space for more. Hands to the heart and the belly, in contact with yourself. 3 ohms if you wish to join, feeling the sound and the vibration. Inhale. Let ourselves be a vessel of sound wave vibration. Inhale. Willing to do things differently, feel things differently. Breath in. Release the arms, draw the knees into the chest, and rock our way all the way back up. Extend the legs. Breath in. New moment. Feel it anew. The muscles are different. The bones are different. The mind is different. The breath is a new one. We don't get it again. How do you want to live this breath? Ease and steadiness, or full of a whole bunch of dukkha, suffering? We don't need that dukkha. We say more sukha, less dukkha, right? We want more sweetness, more savoring. And forward fold. Ah. How are you hearing the body? How is your spirit expressing itself here? Don't deny it, that expression. Don't lock yourself from really feeling the possibility. Soften your grip and let more come. Let more reveal itself.
more sukha, less dukkha. And we'll gradually roll that spine up.
All right, I'm going to take my left foot and cross it over the right leg. I'm going to wrap this right arm around this left knee. Now you can keep this right leg straight. And that might be where a lot of us want to stay, with the left hand behind us for a twist. Others of you may wish to bend this leg, coming into Matsyendrasana, all right? And you might want to bring this elbow outside. Others of you may want to actually snake this arm through, bringing this arm around to grab that hand. That's up to you. Find where you want to be. I'm going to stay here, but remember, this leg could be straight out here. Breath in, sitting up in the spine. Feel your spine. Exhale, revolve. Even little tiny movements are movement. And no force. I love twists for teaching. Allowing and permission and not forcing. Let the shoulders relax and I don't have to force. I'm going to step into this new year being willing to do things differently. No same old for me. And that's not about wanting outside stuff to be different. I'm going to do it. I'm going to change my perspective. I'm going to change my reactions. I'm going to change my actions. And find that joy. Notice that joy, that sukha. Because there's more than enough dukkha out there, you guys. Breathe in, sitting up, exhale, twist. And gently release, feel that spine. Lengthen those legs. If you need to shake it out, shake it out. And when we're ready and not rushing you, I'm just going to bring this right foot here. My left leg is straight, or, as I said, we'll bring that foot here. And then feel this side. Say, hello, body. Check yourselves, right? Because ego starts to get in there. It's like, I gotta get it to be just the way it was on the other side. And this side could be like, excuse me, do you not see me over here being totally different but still attached to you? Okay? So we gotta like, oh, my bad. New, I'm gonna do things differently. How you doing? Will you let this? How do you like it? Okay? All right. Find your wrap. Maybe lengthening, seeing what's possible, noticing how we prepare for moments, or do we just yank and snatch ourselves into it? Ooh, notice what feels stuck already, what feels eager. Check ourselves. Be present. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Am I willing to do things differently? It's so hard. I hear you. It's so hard. Because if I'm not going balls to the wall, then how do I know I'm doing it worth anything? Am I doing it right? Am I hitting the max? Is there more that I can find out? Remember, less, slowing down, the pause. We really get to notice what's all in this landscape before we go hungrily wanting to grab more. Right? And I got to call myself out because I'm the person who can have 3 cookies on my plate and I'm already looking at whether there's still more up there. Should I go get more now because they might run out, right? There's no scarcity in our possibility of ease that we can find inside of ourselves. Can we have the patience to find it? Bring the breath into it. Carry these lessons off the mat. And if something moves, if something shifts, are you surprised? If something isn't moving, if something isn't shifting, are you getting ticked off? Whoa, right? Get to see ourselves. Hello, mirror. Hello, me. Look at me doing this human thing. Lo and behold, I get to do this practice for all of this wonderful self-awareness and enlightenment, and I'm still me. What? I don't turn into a beam of light and just evaporate. No, sorry, I haven't seen that happen. Slowly release. Feel that spine. Unwrap the legs. Knees up. Oh yeah, here we go. Ha. Make your sounds. Hear the power of your breath. Ha! Feel the power of your voice. Let your voice be heard, even if it's just to yourself. Ha! Not a word, not a song. The sound of your voice. Ah! And twist. Back to center. No other purpose other than being. And twist. I don't care if you got perfect pitch or not. And back and twist. Remember, those feet could be down on the floor. You could be doing it in your mind. And twist. Are we willing? Are we brave? Are we courageous? That doesn't mean fearless. Courageous is almost the exact opposite. It's like, yep, there's fear and still. And I'm coming on back. Here I go. Breath. All right, I'm going to bring these feet down and come on down onto the back. Feel your heart beating. Lengthen the legs out to the front of the mat and feel your pause. So far, almost 1 o'clock on January 1, 2021. 2022, my bad. Who am I right here? What am I allowing myself to become? What am I accepting about the truth of my limitations, about the unknown of my possibilities? Feel that energy, that working, spread and dissipate. This too shall pass. And it's getting absorbed and incorporated into our being. What did it teach us? Oh, how did we get out of our own way? Slowly drawing the knees into the chest, hands wrapping around the knees, and we'll rock our way upright. Bottoms of the feet together, knees falling open, Baddha Konasana. Pressing those inner thighs open. Feeling the amount of energy that we have to summon ourselves to sit upright. Greet this new moment. This is not a continuation of anything. This is just a whole new, hey, all new moment. How useful could that be throughout our day? We run into somebody that we've been having an argument with, and you're just like, it's a all new moment. Hey, how you doing? We can do that. We have that power. Gentle neck rotation. Is that the power? Are we willing to try to use that power? Let go of self-consciousness. Let go of shame. Let go of fear. Not all of it. Fear's useful. I need me some fear. It makes me stop doing some stupid stuff. Change direction. But it isn't going to freeze me in place. It isn't going to stop me from discovering new possibility and growth. Feel that breath. That's what I want for myself in 2022. Some bravery, some honesty. To really live And the kindness and the love and the compassion that I want for myself, can I give it first? Breathing in, pressing those inner thighs open. I'm open to this new experience coming forward. Now, if you want to feel this a little bit more intensely, we could walk those arms forward and then see if that upper body wants to release and just hear the conversation. Be like, all right, one at a time. Left hip, what you gotta say? Ooh, pelvis and groin, what do you gotta say? Knees, oh, I'm listening to you, knees. Spine and back. My favorite spot to stop and check out what's going on inside of the mind, right? I open up the double doors and take a peek inside. Ooh, and it's like parliament and full argument. It's like, shh, I'm trying to do some yoga in here. Right? And the judgy part of my mind is like, I don't know, that left hip isn't quite in the same angle as the right. You should fix that. Right? The self-conscious part of the mind is like, oh my God, I think my shirt isn't untucked right. It probably doesn't look good, blah, blah, blah. And I have to still go into the mind and go, shh. And ask, is there anybody in this committee that's finding some joy, some tenderness, some love? And the back of my neck says, I'm so glad you asked because this is delicious. And gradually rolling the spine up, coming to a space where I'm willing to be honest about it all. About the argument, about the fussing and fighting, and the yum. Right? There's so much yum. Oh, lengthen those legs out, make some room. I hope you all are practicing with loved ones, quadruped loved ones, bipedal loved ones, tripedal loved ones, whatever kind of loved ones you got. Plant loved ones. I don't know. If you got insect loved ones, that's up to you. That's cool. I ain't judging. All right, let's feel. Come into a sense of feeling our sense of touch. And maybe linger on a part of the body that you haven't just spent time touching. Just feel that part of the body receiving the touch. And then feel the hands delivering the touch. Change to a different area. Again, hopefully an area that you don't usually just spend time petting on yourself, right? Maybe we graze it when we put socks on or a piece of clothing, but we don't linger. Maybe a soft massage. What is your spirit expressing in the receiving and in the giving of the touch? Don't ignore the receiving part. What's your spirit saying about receiving? I get big sighs of relief from my spirit. It says, oh, thank you. That's nice. That's all. It's just, that's nice. And we need big doses of that's nice. Right? So that we can live in a little bit better balance with, oh shit. Right? Because that, oh shit, it's going to keep coming. So let's keep giving ourselves deliberately some touch. All right, relaxing the toes, feel the legs. Maybe after that little love sesh, see if there's a little bit more space and your body's like, oh, you're tricky. You lulled me into finding some yum and now you want more. And maybe we want less. But I know my hips say later, like, oh, I needed more. And reach and lengthen and feel so exposed through the sides, through the waist, through the front, through the back. And don't hold the tummy in. Don't hold that tummy in. Say, gotta be free, go ahead and be free. Be free. Are you brave enough to be free? How much more free could you be? Yeah, don't get comfy and be like, yeah, I did free last year, I'm good. No, we can find some free. New moment, new breath, new possibility. A really dear mentor of mine has me practicing saying, I don't know a lot. Woo! Lord, let me tell you how uncomfortable that is. How absolutely uncomfortable it is, because I notice how often I want to go, but I could look it up. Or I do know because I've read this and I know this and I studied that and blah, 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 blah. No, can I just say, I don't know? I don't know. How humbling. I don't know. Leave space, right? Less, making space for more. Leave space for new knowing. And I'll bring this right arm onto the right leg. And then a gentle side bend. Oh, let go. I don't know. Can we embody that somewhere, wherever we're feeling resistance, and just say, I don't know. Back it off. How long are we going to be here? I don't know. You can make a choice. You can come out. I don't know how long you're going to be there. Heck, I don't even know how long I'm going to be here. Breathe. YouTube commercials are always fun. Breathe. And then slowly, let's bring ourselves back upright. And feel the pause. Not just going from thing to thing to thing. Feel the pause. Oh, what's letting go a little bit more from that side? What's settling into the hips now? What's becoming less intense, and we appreciate the decrease, the subsiding, noticing that things do change, and we'll lift. What's different? What's the I don't know? I don't know when this is going to feel more comfortable for me in my body. I don't know when something's going to be easier. I do know that I could find contentment right now in my mind. And bring ourselves up and over. Oh, yeah. Where's that breath? Where's that sound? And do something differently. Maybe that means doing something more. I might bring my forearm down over here. And a little bit of the less I'm going to practice here is I'm going to exert myself less, worrying about what others will think. What? I'll do a little bit less of that. And a little bit less. And I got to keep coming back. I got to keep practicing. Ooh. And gradually bringing ourselves back up and just hold. Hold in a bit of a pause. Hold in a bit of a pause. And then if you want, we'll come forward. All right, so maybe you're resting on your palms out here, basically preventing ourselves from falling. And your hips and your thighs might be like, excuse you, this is as much freedom as we can stand. And that's cool. Maybe you want to do things differently and back it up and say, I got all the time in the world. I got no goals I'm trying to achieve. I just want to feel what's going on here. It's an awesome act of humility and bravery to do less when we know, like, oh, I could do a triple axel, blah, blah, blah over here. No, it's like, no, I just want to feel what's right here. This is enough. And others may want to come down to the forearms. And then base that on, what are the hips telling you? What's the back telling you? Oftentimes, the brain central starts to try to dictate things to the back with that horrible word should. It should look like this. It should be here by now. I've been practicing yoga for X amount of years. It should. Yeah, hush up. You should be quiet, mind. And tell the mind to worry about its business and let the body be in its own. Stay in your lane, mind. Because mind over matter and mind over the body, nope, that doesn't work in yoga. We're here to connect. Hand in hand, collaboration. Breathe. And let's gradually bring ourselves upright. Stay in your upavishta. If that's where you want to be. right? If there's some less inside of there that's ready to release something more that you wanna inquire about. If you're ready, we'll bring the legs together and we're going to lengthen the legs out to the front of the mat. If you have a block, go ahead and get a block. Or maybe you want to have a pillow. If you have a bolster, big pillow, go ahead and go grab something if you want to go get something. But just have it nearby. We're not going to use it right away. I'm going to lower down onto my back. I'm going to let the bottoms of the feet come together, inner thighs open. If you're comfortable doing so, right? This is a really revealing and vulnerable position. So if this doesn't feel good to your body, you can lengthen your legs out or only partially open, or you could do one. Honor that. Listen to your spirit talking through your body. Listen to your body talking to your spirit. Let your mind be quiet and just notice what all is really going on. What are we responding to? Do we need to be responding to anything? Can we just be right here? More sukha, less dukkha. All right, we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet down, knees facing the ceiling, feet about 4 or 5 inches apart, feet flat, firmly rooted, so no toes are curling up off the floor, like firmly connect with the earth. Arms down alongside your waist. And I'm going to invite us to practice a bridge posture, a Sittabandha. But we're going to hold it for a little bit. And I want you to feel out your own space and be willing to maybe kiss the edge of heat, that heat that starts to say, oh, I need to stop. And just notice what's really going on here. Notice the sensations that you feel in your muscles, in your tissues. Notice the sensations that are going on emotionally within you. And ask yourself, okay, Sthira Sukha is unsteadiness. And what can I do differently? What can I accept? What do I respond to? What do I need to be responding to? Or can I just watch? Press down through the feet and lift the hips. Now I know some of you might have a bind, but if you could just let your arms rest and just be here. Let that be an aspect of less that we're willing to do. And check in. How much pressure are you aware of pushing down through the whole surface of both feet? That's each toe. That's the whole sole of the foot, the heels, the sides. Try not to collapse your arches. What body areas are already starting to talk as far as amount of work and effort and exertion? Could you keep the shoulders soft? Can you stay and breathe and just be an observer of your body and your effort and your reactions? What is actually going on? Could you do something less and still stay? Exert something less somewhere and still be here. You're still you. Do something differently. Trust your breath. Feel your heartbeat. And lower the hips gradually, eventually. Bottoms of the feet together, knees open. And feel the releasing of energy as a gradual process. Feel it gradually, incrementally decreasing, emanating. How is that energy traveling through you? What feelings are you getting from that release? It's the same energy, it's just traveling through us in a different way. Leaving ourselves open to experiencing things new and differently. We get to grow, we get to change. We don't control the outside. We can look at how we respond on the inside. Bridge, Satya Bandha, bottoms of the feet together, knees up, arms down alongside the waist. Maybe you'd like to explore arms overhead. Feel your hips, feel your feet. Ask your body, how are you? Are you ready for this? Okay, do I have some energy? What's the intention and the effort I'm going to bring to this? As my whole being? Who's the being I've been cultivating, practicing being inside of today on my mat? And we'll press down and lift the hips. Oh, what is my capacity and possibility? Because even if we do start to practice less, to let space in for more, we don't have to practice less effort. We could practice like less judgment. We could practice less criticism. We could practice less mind chatter and still be committed to an effort that we know, hey, I think I have this possibility. Maybe test right now, is there more? Is there a little bit more effort and juice in your muscles to lift the hips? Is there more relaxation you can find in your shoulders? As you're breathing in and out, how is your spirit traveling through you in your breath? Affirming and kind, compassionate and loving, humorous. And slowly lowering ourselves down, feeling the releasing, feeling a state of change going on right now. Bottoms of the feet together, knees open. This too shall change. This too is experiencing a state of changing going on right here. And then this new breath, it's already different. And in this breath, it's already different. One more bridge, if you like. And if something in your gut has just said, oh my God, no, that's fine. Do something else. We're going to do a supported bridge later. So if you want to do a supported bridge now and you don't want to do a full bridge again, just go ahead and get your block and you can rest your sacrum just above your tailbone on it. But if you're joining, choose where your arms want to be. I will practice a bind in this one now if that's something that folks want to explore a little bit more of if you haven't already. Check in with your feet, check in with your body, check in with your mind, spirit. Make sure that you're meeting yourself in an honest space. That honesty starts with ourselves. We can't demand honesty outside of ourselves from others if we can't be honest with ourselves. And if you're ready, if you're joining still, pressing down through the feet, lifting the hips, and maybe shimmy the shoulder blades closer together underneath of you. Some of you can bring the hands together. We lift the chin away from the chest a bit, pressing evenly through the feet, and feel there's a little bit of sturdiness, a little bit more security and stability that's gained by the binding of the hands together. I love that aspect of bridge, of bringing hands together, intertwining, feeling that collaboration, giving myself an assist, and feeling what's possible, like a little bit more height with a little bit more ease with an assist. Am I willing to ask for help? Am I willing to do that differently? As I step into this new space, this new year, new possibility for myself. Am I willing? Just willing. We don't even have to go do it yet. Just be willing to ask for help. Reach out a hand and feel that hand that comes in and grabs your own. 5 more breaths. Feel that intensity. Find some less to let something more in, some more ease. More sukha, more ease. Less dukkha, less suffering. If you haven't already, release any clasp you have. We'll lower the hips down. And then bottoms of the feet together, knees open, but change the angle. So maybe move the heels a little further away from you and change the angle. We have the option to choose so many levels and degrees. What are we choosing for ourselves in any single moment? And in the next moment, we can change our mind. Nothing is static. Life is vibrant, a constant flow. Now, if you haven't used your block yet or your pillow, go ahead and grab it. Take your time as you bring the inner thighs together. Feel out your hips. Maybe let them swing side to side a bit. We've been in that space for a while, activating in these hips, supported in our root, maybe finding an interlace. Feeling ourselves being hand in hand with ourselves, body and mind working together, giving us the bravery to reach out a hand for others, to others for help, not to give. Too many of us give ourselves away to ask for help. All right, if you're ready, we'll take the block. I'm going to go medium height, okay? So I don't recommend going to your highest height here. And again, you could be using a pillow. I'm going to go midway. I'm going to lift my hips. And I'm going to bring the block directly underneath of my tailbone. Above my tailbone, Not in the small of your back. So a little lower than the small of the back and just above the tailbone. And let the body weight be supported. And let every exhale teach us something about release and deflating, letting go. And with each new exhale, we're willing to feel release differently. Anywhere we feel tension is not releasing. That's not meant as a judgment. Can we notice where there's tension? Just say, I just want to send a soft thought there. I'm going to send my spirit there to cradle and caress that area and tell it it's okay. It doesn't have to work right now. You can let go. You can let go. I invite you to let go. It's safe to let go. And if you feel good, you could lengthen the legs out straight. That can be really intense for those with any back issues, so you might not want to do it, or you could start to do it and notice a twinge in your back and just bring the knees back in. And just feel how open and exposed we allow ourselves to be. Practicing embodying trust, unconditional. Unconditional trust and love in our bodies in this shape. This is not an outcomes-based practice. I love distinguishing that from a fitness class where we have all of these outcomes and performance-based activities. I'm going to do these amount of reps to get this amount of strength in my back or my hips or my whatever. And I'm not saying that asana can't help the body find greater health and balance and healing and restoration, but that's not the goal. The goal is just to notice how do we react to that twinge? How do we react to that stretching feeling? How do we react when the body says, that's enough, and we don't listen? What do we notice when the body's saying, oh my God, yes, please more? Do we say, that's enough of that? I don't have time to give you that. We're going to do this intense thing because I need to do these calories or I need to burn these carbs or whatever. And then there's a sad piece inside of us. It's like, but I really liked that. We never get to have the lovey squishy part. We just get to notice. Santosha, contentment. Feel the breath. Permit your breath. Fully exposed, not contrived, not conforming, yours. And when you're ready to come out, I'll ease those legs back in, gradually lifting the hips. And if you're not done, if you want to stay there, stay there. Right? Giving ourselves that ease, that space that feels safe and comfortable. It's a part of this practice. If we like it, we can have some more. You can do as much less as you want here. You can have seconds and thirds of less. We'll bring the inner thighs together, finding, pulling those knees in. Feel your low back. Oh, you're going to give it a little bit of some counter here. So if you want to wrap your arms behind the knees and just invite the thighs toward the belly a little, press the low back to the floor, soften the shoulders. What can your ears hear? Inside your body, outside your body.
Straighten the right leg, hug the left knee into the chest, and we'll roll over onto the right hip. If you want to straighten that left leg, go ahead. Let a sound out. More room out than in. Be willing to hear yourself make sounds for the sake of sound. You are in a sound-making body. I hope that there's a gurgle in your tummy, a belch coming through your throat. Oh my goodness, maybe even a fart. Pass that gas. Hear the sounds coming out of your body. Accepting the things we can't control. Don't invite all the suffering of trying to control the body from doing the thing it's naturally supposed to do. Control all of our reactions, behaving in the ways that are not our best selves. Control that. Let's gradually come on back to center. We'll hug the knees in. Do what you need here. Maybe a happy baby. Maybe you just want to find the stillness, loving the pause in between. Love the pause in between. And we'll straighten that left leg. Maybe open your eyes. Feel where you are in your room, in your space, in your body. This is now, January 1, 2022. Almost 1:30. This is what it feels like to live this moment. And then gradually spinal twist on this side if you like. And greet this side. Hey, this side of my spine, side of my hip. Oh. And if the mind is going into, oh, this doesn't feel the way it used to. I should do this more. I haven't been doing this right. Oh my God, my mobility won't come back. Then we're not in the now. Scan your body in this now, in this moment. Accept the limitation. Console anything that's painful and suffering. And love anything that feels good. It feels good to look out my window and see the sky. Feel that winter sky. That sky that lets me know that I can be patient. I can take my time. That's what winter skies tell me. Hearing the sound of my breath. And when you're ready to come out, we'll gradually come on back to center, hugging those knees in. Maybe lift your forehead to your knees. Lowering the head down, legs straight up to the sky. Now here's a time where some of you might want to reposition yourselves to get your legs up against a wall and your butt up against the wall. I'm going to stay freeform in the middle of the room. I'm going to adjust fabric, but freeform in the middle of the room, legs up the wall or just suspended above us. Look at those feet, those ankles, those shins. They're a part of you. You live in this body. Your legs, your feet don't have to hold you up right now anymore. Let them receive all of this ease. Wish ease for your legs and your feet as they help you travel more in this journey to walk with ease in life, not running in fear, not stampeding and stomping. What is walking with ease? Can you feel that in your legs? Can you invite it? Maybe soften the knees a little. Trust that ease, serenity, peace. It is our birthright. We don't have to be tensed. So some of you are at the wall. I'm going to imagine there's a wall behind me. Bend the knees enough till the feet are flat on the wall. Separate the feet the same as you would for bridge. And for those who may have stayed in the middle of the room without the wall, arms down alongside your waist. So if you're at the wall, push your feet into the wall and start to let the hips lift. If you're free form, don't turn your head. We're going to use the arms to push down and hoist the hips up, hands coming to the low back. Settling the legs above the hips, heels over your butt. If you're at the wall, the feet are at the wall and your hands can come to the low back, providing support. Everybody provides support. And let your belly go and breathe. Accepting this is how the body feels when it's flipped upside down. Can I take that ease? I wish all of that ease for these legs. Maybe if you're at the wall, you lift your legs away from the wall. Maybe we all just go crazy. Do things differently. Right? I can be aware and self-aware and still be silly and let my inner silly side, exploratory side, adventurous side come out. Breath. Now feel those wrists and fingers. Respect them. Respect your elbows. You're asking a lot of them to be your support right now. I like twisting in the shoulder stand too. Set your bum down. If you're at the wall, bring your feet back to the wall. Everybody relax the belly. I'm going to gently lower the hips down. And you can keep the legs at the wall. Let the arms relax. If you're free form in the room, you can let the legs come down onto the mat. And position ourselves lying down on our back for Shavasana. Now, many of you know that I fully subscribe to positioning your body where it can find stillness with ease. So if you would prefer to be curled up on your side or lying on your belly, do so. Sthira Sukha, ease and steadiness. That is the birthright of our spirit. Invite it now. Give it permission to be right now. Jaw relaxed. Gaze is soft. Mind quiet. And on your inhale, say quietly to yourself, so. On your exhale, say quietly to yourself, hum. So, hum. I am. Greet yourself anew with each breath. So hum. Our practice is a practice of honesty. So hum. Devotion. So hum. Contentment. So hum. Stira sukha. Ease. Steadiness. Feel your mind. Feel your body as you start to invite movement to eventually come upright to a sitting space, but just be aware of body parts responding to your mind. Be aware of your senses and what you can feel in different areas of skin and bone. Be aware of your breath as you mindfully move in this vessel. Arriving when you are ready, maybe sitting with your bag with full support. Experiencing your breath anew. Experiencing this physical body frame anew. Experiencing your mind anew. Because they're all new. And hands to the heart center if you wish to join. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I know peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you know peace. And may we all be happy. May we all be healthy. And may we all of us, every single one, know peace. Namaste. Thank you all so very much for joining for our off-the-cuff jumping to streaming because it just really did not feel safe. That would not have been a good ahimsa practice for myself or a satya practice for myself to have the in-person class with our COVIDs as they are. I'm so deeply honored to be able to practice and share my practice with you. That's all. I really hesitate anymore to say that I teach. I just want to share the depth of my practice. So anything that I'm speaking on in terms of less being more, in terms of
What am I willing to do differently today? These are all aspects of my practice today. And I hope that if any nugget of it helps serve for you as you continue to travel in your being, in your practice of yoga, in your practice of being human, then how wonderful that I get to share that. You share with me because you hold me accountable for my practice to be honest. So happy, happy, happy new year to you all, to all of your loved ones. Reach out, grab yourself, each other in hand, ask for help. Let others see you ask for help. Let others see you receive that help. Um, and yeah, go in peace, go in love. I'm so grateful for everyone here. Um, thank you, Emily, Connie, Claudia, nice, D-Bay, Carmel. Oh, look at all of these lovely, sweet human beings. Love you all so, so very much. You've all honored me over all of these years, allowing me to grow um, and uh, and share and change. And so I hope that you're all accepting all of that within yourself, and then share all of those beautiful changes and growth that go on within you with others. Be the change, all that stuff. All right, everyone. Deep, deep, deep namaste. Be well. Peace.